And the winner of the 2014 Western Australian Private and Corporate Sector Award winner is Sharon Warburton. Oh, that'll be the construction boys. Thank you very much. I did write a speech, so please bear with me. I'd like to begin by also acknowledging the Whadjuk Noongar people, the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, and pay my respects to the elders past and present. Can I welcome distinguished guests, past winners, my fellow finalists, ladies and gentlemen. And a special welcome to Team Sharon that are out there. You know who you are. Your support is invaluable, and there is absolutely no doubt that it would be impossible for me to juggle a full-time executive director role of strategy and finance for Australia's best construction company, Brookfield Multiplex, a non-executive director role for Australia's most exciting and innovative iron ore miner, Fortescue Metals Group, board roles for two very important Western Australian charitable organisations, the Princess Margaret Hospital Foundation and also ARCS. And last, but by no means least, being an absolutely fabulous single parent to little Chloe, who is now just 4.5 years old. I give heartfelt thanks to every one of Team Sharon for your incredible support each and every day. In the last few years, I've done an incredible amount of mentoring, and when I've done this and listened to myself recently, I find myself saying to them to stop, take a breath and really connect with what is happening to them at particular points in time. So right now I'm going to take my own advice and do that. So right now I'm feeling immense gratitude. Gratitude to Telstra for its desire to recognise the female leaders of today, for highlighting the necessity to support women in all roles, and for investing in our leaders and future generations. I'm also feeling immense gratitude for the official award partners, the CommBank Women in Focus program and News Corp Australia. Gratitude to the Telstra Business Women's Awards team for organising this wonderful program, this fantastic event that we're at tonight, and the workshop that all the finalists attended last night. Gratitude to the judges for recognising not only my personal career achievements, but also my commitment to supporting women in male-dominated industries, to championing workplace flexibility, for eliminating the gender pay gap, and finally, for giving me the opportunity to showcase my own work-life balance story to encourage others. As well as gratitude, I am feeling great excitement. Excitement for the opportunities which this award will create for me. Excitement about the relationships I look forward to forging with my fellow finalists in the months and the years to come. I am in awe of each of your achievements and congratulate every one of you. You are all great role models and leaders who are inspiring the next generation of women in the workforce. And I'm actually excited to be standing here speaking with you tonight, or so I'm telling myself over and over again. I'm also feeling very thankful to a number of key individuals who have supported me over the last 20 years or so, who have opened doors for me. Not surprisingly, given my career has been predominantly in mining and construction, they are all men. I'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge each of them. Firstly, to Tony Taylor, who in 1990 was a tax partner at KPMG. I was a Curtin University accounting graduate with an outstanding academic record, which secured me interviews with all of the 10 big firms in town. Of those 10 interviews, Tony was the only partner who was interested in my achievements, my abilities, my capabilities and my goals. The rest were only interested in who my father was and what connections he might unlock for them. I am the proud daughter of a panel beater from the northwest coastal town of Exmouth. I was the first in my extended family to attend university. It was no surprise with their mindset, notwithstanding my academic record, I only got one job offer out of 10. I am forever grateful to Tony for his wisdom and courage to employ me as a graduate accountant. Tony now has his own recruitment search firm for executives and board roles, which is great news for emerging female leaders. And fortunately for all of us, many of those other accounting firms have changed their mindset. To Mr. Gavin Wright and Philip Mitchell, who in the early 1990s were managers at Hammersley Iron, to this day they have a chuckle about the scared little kid that came for an interview to be Hammersley's tax manager. Apparently the interview was bad, very bad, yet they could see I was smart and fearless at the prospect of spending considerable time on Pilbara mine sites. I got the job and with Gavin and Phil's support, went on to lead the Hammersley Iron finance team at the age of 25, becoming the first female manager at Rio Tinto in Australia. I was then fast-tracked to a role supporting board executives at Rio Tinto headquarters in London. To John Bullough and Richard Gray, my Western colleagues on the board of an Arab-listed property development and construction company in Abu Dhabi, where I was the executive responsible for strategy. Thank you for supporting me every day of my 2 years in the Middle East in what I can only describe as an extremely unhealthy working environment for women. It was 100 times worse than anything I've ever seen, read or heard about in Australia. The experience and wisdom I brought back to Australia has been plentiful, to say the least. To Mr. Ross McDivan, the Global Chairman of Brookfield Multiplex, I am thankful for your patience in teaching me everything I know about construction, for providing me with the opportunity to rejoin Brookfield Multiplex when I returned to Australia from the Middle East 4 years ago, unemployed, just divorced, and with a new baby on my hip, for supporting and encouraging me to develop a flexible working style that worked for Brookfield Multiplex, for myself, and for baby Chloe, and for encouraging me not to feel guilty about working flexibly. To Mr. John Flecker, the Chief Executive Officer of To Mr. John Flecker, the Chief Executive Officer of Brookfield Multiplex Australasia, who is here with us tonight. John, I'm thankful for your vision and commitment to gender diversity, flexibility and career development at Brookfield Multiplex, but the broader construction industry as well. For valuing our initiatives at Brookfield Multiplex to increase female participation in the construction industry, for championing our elimination of the gender pay gap at Brookfield Multiplex, and for your continued engagement across the country in our award-winning Women at BM initiative. Often I hear male leaders speak about wanting to make a difference in gender diversity because they have daughters, and they don't want their daughters to face the same hurdles. John Flecker has 3 sons, no daughters, and is outperforming in this space. As John has shown, you do not have to have daughters to make this a priority. With a monopoly of major construction on the Burswood Peninsula, through the new 6-star hotel we are building right next door for Crown, and the new Perth Stadium just around the corner, the further development of the stunning Brookfield Place precinct, and a footprint now down at Elizabeth Quay, at a leader like John Flecker and the guaranteed support of myself and my fellow directors, there is no better time for women to join Australia's best construction company. We are kicking goals at BM on gender diversity, not just talking about it. John, on a personal level, I'm thankful for your desire and need to support my desire and need to work flexibly, my desire to mentor some of our leaders of tomorrow, and in my quest to accept the offer of a non-executive director role at Fortescue Metals Group in addition to my full-time role at Brookfield Multiplex. And finally, my thanks go to Andrew Forrest, the chairman of Fortescue Metals Group, for recognising the quality and breadth of my experience and offering me my first non-executive board appointment at Fortescue, one of Australia's largest and fastest growing companies, at a time when most thought I was too young for such a role. To end, I would like to announce the dedication of this award to my sister Christy, who passed away 6 years ago. She passed away before my daughter was born. Christy would often encourage and challenge me to consider balancing motherhood with a career at a time when I was a globe-trotting workaholic. Christy will be dancing in the clouds tonight, not only because I'm here being rewarded for my ongoing success in balancing life as a single mum with a career that continues to grow, but also because I have finally acknowledged to myself the tough roads I have trodden and the benefits others may gain from hearing about my experiences. She would be overjoyed to know that I'm finding time in my busy schedule to support and encouraging others facing similar challenges. Thank you very much.